story is better trade news, even no matter how vague, still is more important than the Facebook debacle we're seeing. Look at the sectors today here. Retail's doing really well. Whenever Amazon's down, the retailers do well. We'll get Amazon after the close. AMD had good numbers. The semis are up. Higher rates helping the banks. Home builders finally moving a little bit. We got some decent earnings comments, even though it's been a terrible week for the builders overall. Metals and mining, all the steel stocks, though, still down. That's a little bit disturbing here. Also a big story, there's a limit to how far a stock can go on good news. Look at Visa. It was a great report. Good macro backdrop. Spending is high, but the stock's up 25%. It's an historic high. We're reaching the limits to how far you can push it on even good news here. This week, a lot of companies, tough reports, not just Facebook. Look at Whirlpool, higher costs, lower guidance. Halliburton had some growth worries in the Permian Basin. Nordstrom had good guidance overall, but again, it wasn't good enough to move the stock forward. It's had a nice run. We're still near the highs, though, on most of the major indices. Look, S&P 500, 1%, the equal-weighted S&P only 2% from new highs. And the Nasdaq 100, despite what's going on in FANG, still a new high. And speaking of FANG, you can track the FANG stocks. NYSE FANG, it topped out back in June. This includes all the FANG names as well as Baidu, Tesla, and Twitter as well. Finally, a couple of quick IPOs in the Nasdaq, some very interesting ones. Pinduoduo, excuse me, big Chinese IPO. Also, Focus Financial Partners. They do all sorts of independent wealth management, rolling up those registered independent advisors. They priced below expectations. And of course, there's Pinduoduo, the Chinese e-commerce platform. $24 billion market cap for a company that didn't exist 3 years ago, priced at the high end of the range. 16 to 19 was the chatter. Pricing at 19 will open at about 10:45 down at the New York Stock Exchange. We're sitting at the highs for the day, for the Dow up 155 points, but the S&P, you don't see this very often, is down 8 points.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.